Good morning, students. Today we will discuss about the second chapter once again, in which we had already studied about Newton's first and second law. Today we will discuss about Newton's third law of motion. Now, according to Newton's third law, every action has equal and opposite reaction. For every action, we have a reaction, and this reaction is always equal to the action of the object. For example, here we have a boy which wants to move out from the boat, so he moves his leg toward in forward direction, and when he moves his leg forward direction, the action is in forward direction, therefore by another leg we have reaction, and the reaction, because of the reaction of another leg, the boat goes in backward direction. Boat moves in backward direction. Since boy is moving in forward direction, therefore boat moves in backward direction. So there is this is your Newton's second law. For every action we have a reaction. Here the action of the boy and reaction of the boat, we can easily see the action of the boy, and because of the action of the boy we had seen the reaction of the boat. The reaction of the boat is it slightly moves in backward direction. The amount of force of both the forces are equal. One which the boy exert on the ground is equal to the force exerted by the another leg on the boat. So this is your Newton's third law of motion. For every action we have equal and opposite reaction. Another example we have here. A balloon in which we have filled up gases. We have filled it. So when we had seen, if we had filled the balloon with the air and we had not tied that balloon, we just keep our hands in the opening of the balloon. So what will happen? When we will release our hand from the balloon, the gases moves in downward direction, and because of that balloon moves in upward direction. Another example we can take here, the recoiling of the gun. Now whenever we want, when there is not the coil inside the gun, we had bullets inside that gun. Initially the gun as well as bullets both are in rest. When we fired that gun, at that time immediately bullet came into the motion. Bullet moves in forward direction, in the direction of the target, and simultaneously there is the reaction of the gun also. So gun moves in backward direction. That's why always the gunmen keep it slightly below the arm, so that our shoulder will not get hurt. Another example we have the example of the rocket. We have so many examples based on third law of motion. So this is your another example, that for the rocket we know that very well. When we are using there are lots of when we are burning the fuel inside the rocket, we have gases which exert force in the downward direction, and because of that, since the gases is coming out in downward directions, the reaction of the gases is, because gases is moving in downward direction, therefore the rocket moves in upward direction. Because we know that very well, Newton's third law, action and reaction in opposite direction. Since gases moves in downward direction, Therefore, rocket moves in upward direction. The amount of force is equal to each other, but always the direction of both the things are opposite to each other. This is also the best example of the Newton's third law. So again we can explain it. So if since gases exert force in backward direction, in downward direction, therefore our rocket, which is filled with the fuel, with when we burn that fuel, gases moves in downward direction, and because of it our rocket moves in upward direction. This is also your one of the most important example of the Newton's third law. We have another one more example based on Newton's third law, that is how swimmer swims. This is also because of the Newton's third law of motion. We know that for every action there is equal and opposite reaction. So swimmer, when want to swim, what he used to do, he usually pushes the water in backward direction. He pushes the water in backward direction with his hands as well as his legs. So he moves the water in backward direction. Therefore we can easily know that water also shows its reaction, and in turn, because of the reaction of the water, he throws the swimmer in forward direction. Since the swimmer pushes the water in backward direction, therefore water pushes him in forward direction. Here also we can see one is backward direction, another is forward direction. So because of this opposite directions, the swimmer easily can swim. So for Newton's third law, we had seen so many example. In all the example, the action and reaction, for action and reaction we have different objects. Both the forces is not acting on one single object. Like an example, swimmer exert force on the water. One force is exert on the water, another force is exert on the swimmer. So both the objects are different from each other. This is your Newton's third law of motion. Okay. So this is so for the Newton's third law, we cannot cancel these two forces because both the forces are not acting on one single object. If both the forces are acting on the one single object, then we can cancel out, but here we cannot cancel out both the object, because for Newton's third law we have two different type of objects. Here we have different type of objects, so we cannot cancel. So for Newton's third law, it's very necessary that both the objects should be different from each other. This is the property of Newton's third law, that both the objects should be different from each other. Here one object in which force is acting is water, another object is swimmer. So this is your Newton's third law. Okay, I am not going to send you any type of notes today because your copies are with me, and I will, when we will do our next topic, then I will send you the notes related to both the topics together. So okay, till then you can prepare well for your exam. Good luck. God thank you, and God bless all of you.